Welcome and thank you for watching my video. My name is Eva, this is New Heirloom Kitchen, and today I will show you how to make German farmer's cheese called Quark. This tangy, creamy, fresh cheese is popular all over Northern and Eastern Europe, but for some reason it's non-existent in the US. The Greek yogurt-like cheese can be eaten in sweet and in savory dishes alike and is often used to bake it into pastries. One of the most famous ones of those are called Danishes. Knowing this, you may have already caught on to the fact that I'm only making a video for Quark because it is an ingredient that I will need for another recipe. This recipe is no other than the famed Käsekuchen, the mother of all cheesecakes and an absolute favorite of my family. I will make a video for German cheesecake in the very near future, and I have tried making the recipe with substitutes for Quark, but it's just not the same. So stick with me and try out this Quark recipe, because if you want to learn how to make proper German cheesecake, you have to have Quark at hand. Thankfully, making it at home is pretty simple, so let's get started. Quark is considered a cheese, and therefore you will need high-quality milk, Mesophilic cheese cultures, and rennet to make it. Since you will work with active cultures, make sure that you rinse all of your equipment with boiling water so that no residue remains that could interfere with the bacteria. I will list everything that I use in the description below, but I want to add that I'm not affiliated with either one of these brands. First of all, the milk that you use will be absolutely key to your success. I'm lucky enough to have local stores that carry minimally processed milk from a dairy farm in Northern Virginia. I use their non-homogenized creamline milk. When you choose your milk, try to find brands that process it as little as possible. If you live close to a dairy farm, see if they will sell you milk directly. If you're not that lucky, look for whole milk that is minimally pasteurized. Do not use milk that is ultra pasteurized, as it will not work for this recipe. Start by letting the milk warm to room temperature. Fill your milk in a large stainless steel pot. Add the powdered cultures while gently stirring the milk. Cover the pot with a towel and then with a lid. This will prevent condensation to drip into your milk. Now set the pot in a warm area like a cabinet or on top of the fridge and wait 4 hours to allow the cultures to begin developing. At the 4-hour mark, add the rennet while continuously stirring the milk. You need very little rennet for Quark. If you use liquid rennet, don't use more than 2 drops and dilute it in a bit of water. If you use tablets, take only a quarter and crush it before diluting it with water. Don't expect anything to happen while you watch. The separation will take a while. After stirring the milk for a couple of minutes, cover the pot back up and place it in a warm spot for 24 hours. Prepare a bowl and a cheesecloth-lined strainer. Make sure all of your tools have been rinsed with boiling water in advance. cut a grit into the curd. You can use a spatula or a knife for this. I'm using an icing spatula since it's just the right size. Use the slotted spoon to gently move the curds into the strainer. Make sure the bottom of the strainer does not touch the whey that drains out of the curd. Fold the cheesecloth and twist it tightly to pack the curd. You can gently squeeze out the whey here. Now cover the curd and let it drain from anywhere between 1 to 4 hours. The longer it drains, the drier the quark will become. Depending on what you want to do with it, you may adjust the drain period. Also keep in mind that cooling the quark in the fridge will solidify it further. I found 2 hours to be the sweet spot for my quark since I primarily eat it like a yogurt with fresh berries. When it has finished draining, add the quark to a bowl and whisk it to a creamy consistency. Fill it into containers or pipe it into flip-top glasses. And that's it. Quark will keep in the fridge for a week or longer, and you can use a tablespoon of it to start a new batch instead of using dry cultures in the future. I hope you have fun with the recipe and you start to love quark as much as I do. Stay tuned in the next few weeks as I'm very excited to show you how to make German cheesecake using quark. You can also find my social handles as well as the recipe in the description below. If you have any suggestions for what to cook next, or if you're curious about a recipe that you would like to try, please leave me a comment below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you the next time.